Ми б хотіли очікувати більш суттєвих впливів Генеральної асамблеї на поведінку Російської Федерації і саме ініціативу з прибирання Росії з постійних членів Ради безпеки, для того, щоб можна було приймати більш жорсткі рішення. В країнах наших партнерів нема розуміння, що має відбутись з Росією далі. От всі звикли, що Росія – це якась країна-монстр, яка має право вести себе так, як вона веде в глобальному вимірі. Що Росію треба боятися. І це трохи стримує від того, щоб інтенсивно допомагати Україні і щоб Україна якомога швидше фіналізувала правильну війну. Це буде питання місяців і дуже швидко. Ви побачите, якщо ми отримаємо все, що нам мають дати математично партнери, то Харківська область – оце, на що треба буде дивитись і враховувати час. Швидкість звільнення 8,5 тисяч квадратних кілометрів з тою швидкістю 4-5 днів – оце приклад того, як буде відбуватись все.
Well, we can head to New York now, where world leaders have gathered for the United Nations General Assembly, and our US correspondent Mark Stone joins us live. Hello to you again, Mark. Across events for us at the UN General Assembly, and of course, Ukraine is front and centre.
Yes, hi Sally. I don't think it is any surprise that Vladimir Putin has chosen tonight to address the Russian Federation because he is using the moment to seize the limelight from the UN. He knows that the rest of the world is meeting here. He's one of the few leaders who has not turned up. His foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, is here on his behalf. But you're right, Ukraine is without question front and centre. The UN General Assembly meets once a year, 180 or so heads of state, heads of government as well. And it is the key global diplomatic forum, and it hasn't met in person for 3 years because of the pandemic. So the fact that they've met in person now should be, I suppose, business as usual, but it very much is not, because the geopolitical landscape has changed fundamentally since the last time they were here in person, changed because of Russia's actions in Ukraine and war in Europe. And I think it weighs heavily on the minds of the leaders here. And I was very struck when we spoke to a couple of leaders or foreign ministers as well over the course of today. I was struck by their somber tone, but also the way with which they dismissed these sham referendums. Have a listen, first of all, to Ukraine's foreign minister. I should say that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is not here. He's been given special dispensation to appear on video link, but his foreign minister is here, and we caught up with him a little earlier on.
The referendums will change nothing. It's it's an act of desperation for Russia, but it is not going to help them. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Now, I also spoke to Josep Borrell, who's the EU foreign policy chief, effectively the foreign minister, you could say, of the European Union. I was really struck by what he said. He repeated what we heard there from the foreign minister of Ukraine and others as well, including Emmanuel Macron, that it's a joke, it's a sham, it doesn't mean anything. But I also asked him how he thinks this war will end, when it will end.
Can you imagine a referendum in the middle of a war in a part of a territory who was military occupied and belongs to another country? Is there any guarantee or whatever for this referendum? No, we are not going to recognize that.
How does this war come to an end now?
I don't know.
That's pretty worrying. The EU foreign policy chief doesn't know. I mean, that's quite sobering.
Nobody knows. Everybody that has gone to the Kremlin and discussed with Putin, asking him to go to the negotiation table, has come back with a single answer. No, it will continue the war because they have military objectives that they still haven't got. And as far as I don't have this military objective, I will continue fighting.
The White House has also released words today reflecting President Biden's view. The White House, incidentally, officials there had said weeks ago that they believed Russia would try and carry out these referenda, that they appear now to be setting in place. But the White House officials have also said they believe that Russia is going to announce, that Vladimir Putin, or indeed his defense minister, is going to announce some sort of a mobilization of forces. So a turn in the Ukrainian conflict, certainly very worrying from the perspective of Western diplomats here. Russia does appear to be extremely isolated, but it doesn't appear to be affecting Vladimir Putin's state of mind or his objectives as he would see them. Tomorrow will be a key day. We're going to hear tomorrow morning, US time, from the American President Joe Biden, who flew from London up to Washington and is flying up here tomorrow. That address, we understand, will be focused largely on Ukraine and on what the UN, the United Nations body, can do to try and help bring this conflict to an end. So a key day tomorrow.